Hey y'all, it's John and welcome to my private supercomputer. Now lucky for you, you won't need one of these because I have a free Google Doc to track your wheel strategy trades, so you can easily do it on your computer, on the internet, if you have Google Docs. So let's get into the Google Docs so you know how to track your wheel trades and make it very simple.
Knowledge.
So on screen I have my wheel spreadsheet and we'll just make our way from left to right so you guys can understand an easy example of how to use this spreadsheet. So let's say I sold a contract on 5/30/23. That would have been on Tuesday because Monday was Memorial Day. And then let's say I'm selling it for the end of the week, 6/2/23. I'm going to have an auto population up here of how many days I'm holding the contract. Now the equation adds 1, so these are not going to be good for 0 DTE expirations. So it's usually going to be 1 to account for the day you have. And the way I like to organize the spreadsheets is each spreadsheet is an individual ticker. So you can see at the bottom I have here, this is where you put the ticker name, and then you can always duplicate for each stock you're wheeling with. So each stock will have a separate spreadsheet, and it makes sense because this spreadsheet will account for your average cost basis. So you don't want to mix that up with other stocks. So we have the date, the expiration of the days, and then this is where you're going to do if you sold a call or put. So let's say we sold a put on our hypothetical stock. And let's say we sold at a strike price of $20. Let's just make it simple. And then let's say we did 5 contracts. Now, with the premium in this spreadsheet, you're counting for the total amount. So you're going to times it by 100. So let's say we got 10 cents of premium. You're going to type in $10 because that's how much you got per contract. So you're not going to type in 10 cents. You're going to type in $10 because that's the amount of premium you received per contract. So then you don't have to type in 0.1 every time. You just do the actual money you got. If you don't like that, you can change the equation at the top to make it adjust for that. So for our strike of $20, we did 5 contracts. We sold a put at 5 contracts and we collected $10 per contract. So you can see PR is premium received at the top. So we collected $50 for this wheel trade because 5 contracts. We got 10 cents, so we typed in $10 because that's what we received per contract, and then we received $50 total. Now, I skipped this because this is a contract buyback. See, contract BB buyback. So let's say if on this trade I bought out at $5 per contract, it's going to do $5 times 5 because you had 5 contracts, and then it's going to be deduct to $25 because you originally had 50. And then it's going to deduct to 25. Now, the limitation with this is if you only bought back out of 3 contracts and not 5, you're going to have to make a separate column to do that. But generally for me, I always do all the contracts together. So I'm multiplying the contract buyback with the number of contracts from this column. So that's just the limitation of this, just so you keep in mind. And then the next column, I do have an assign. Literally, I just put like yes, I just put Y, no, or if I'm rolling the position, I write roll. So I know what I'm doing in that position. So let's say this one I didn't get assigned. Generally, I color code them. So I'm going to mark this one green. So then I know I didn't get assigned. And green for me doesn't mean a loss. It just means I don't own the shares. It means I sold a put without getting assigned. Now you can see at the top, we already have total profit. So the profit's going to be all the premium and all the sales, okay? But I have 2 separate columns. So you can see total profit, total premium, and then total profit of sales. So let's do 2 more examples so you can see how a full wheel trade would go on this one. So let's just jump ahead another week and say I did something. So let's do 6/5 to 6/9. So sold something on 6/5, on 6/9, 5 days. I sold another put. And let's just say I did another $20 at 5 contracts and I got $10 again. Let's just keep this simple. And now let's say this actually dropped below. So yes, I got assigned. And this is where we're going to do the assigned price. So this is where I'm going to write what the price I got in as assigned to just keep track. So I got assigned at $20. So let's do, I'm going to mark this red. This is just my own color coding. This is not how you need to do it. Let's mark it orange so you guys can read it easier. So green means I didn't get assigned. I'm going to make it orange so you guys can read it easier. Typically, I do red, as you can see in my other spreadsheet. But color code it your way. So now I know I own these stocks at $20. I got assigned at $20. Now that I got assigned, let's jump to the top of my spreadsheet. So I have ACB up here, which means average cost basis. So you're not gonna do anything with this, but let's type in our assigned price. We get assigned at $20, and how many contracts did we get assigned? 5 contracts. And what this is gonna do is deduct our average cost basis. So now we know our average cost for the stock is $19.80, because we had $100 of total profit so far from the premium we collected. So it's minusing that from the 5 contracts, then you get your average cost basis for each share. So very handy. So now let's go a week forward, and let's say we are going to sell a call. So 612 to 616. So 612, 616, 5 days, and now we're going to sell a call. And let's say we are able to sell a call at $21 for a strike price. Let's say we did all 5 contracts again. And let's say we just collected another $10. We're just going to keep this really simple. So now we collected another $50, and you can see our average cost basis actually went down to $19.70. See how it adjusted right there? So it's going to keep track this whole time. So let's say this blows past our price and we're not rolling it forward, and we actually sold it. So our original sign price was 20. We sold it at 21. And then you can see the profit of sale is going to light up green, and we got $500 worth of premium. So now you have the total profit, the total premium, and the profit or loss of sales, and we collected $500 because we bought it at 20, and we sold at 21 times 5 contracts, so that's $500. And then you see the average cost basis went down, but you can delete that now because we don't own the shares anymore, so we didn't get assigned at $20. So really that is the gist of the spreadsheet. Again, let me delete this example. And let's say we decided to buy back the contract and roll it. Let's say I bought back the contracts at $5. You can see it adjusted the premium received to $25 total for that week. So it's very simple. And then you can make another line for another call you're selling. Again, you color code it how you want. Typically, I make a row green. If I don't own the shares, it means I don't own the shares and I got money. Make it red or orange if I own the shares and I'm selling covered calls. And then when when those get called away, I put green again because then I don't own the shares. But you color how you want. You could have a separate color for a roll, for a contract buyback. It's easy to do for you. Now you can also notice on the right, I did put a dividends column. So in the dividends column, you're going to type in how much total dividends you got. So if you got like $50 worth of dividends, you can see it's going to add it to your total profit, and you can put a date or a note to the right. So that's really it, guys. This is a really simple spreadsheet to make everything nice and clean, and it's free for you guys. Now, if you want it, do not request me to get the sheet. What you're going to have to do is go to File and then make a copy. That's going to be your only option because I have it locked. So just keep that in mind. You have to go to File and then make a copy, or you're going to be able to download it. But it's easier if you just make a copy if you use Google Docs. Now you can see on my own, this is my own private sheet. I've been doing this with TQQQ, and I have tons of rolls I've been doing. I have lots of assignments, lots of rollovers, lots of buybacks. You can see I've been doing this on Rocket recently too. So this is the actual spreadsheet I use. Mine has a couple more things attuned to my trading style, but this one's the basic one, and you guys can edit it too if you want to add in further things. But this isn't something I just made for you guys. This is something I actively use, and it's useful to me, so I figured I'd share it with you. In return for the spreadsheet, please subscribe down below, like the video, and comment where you'd like to see me next. I've been buying a lot of things lately, but I'm going to keep buying some more. Peace.